Hey guys, Katie Taylor here with scrappinkaty.com, where I show you how to preserve your family's memories through the art of scrapbooking. Today I am playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, Series 10. So let's take a quick look at day 23's sketch. Here it is, and I love that the photos, you've got 3 square photos, the florals and the title in the center, and then the blocks of paper on the outside. And I love how just everything's kind of kept to the outside. So I've pulled out my persnickety box of my mother's 75th birthday tattoo. She wanted to do something special, and so a tattoo it was. And then I will leave links down to persnickety box. I love it. It's a subscription. You get 30 prints a month. It just, you guys know I'm a proponent of printing photos. So I have, her shirt has yellow in it. So I have pulled out some of the paper Cherish, and it's going to go really well with my son's gray shirt. And then just the inside of the tattoo parlor just kind of had some black and gray. So I am going to go ahead and cut this piece. It's one of my favorite pattern pieces, and those are going to be the pattern pieces that are along the side of the layout. And then as far as the base, I am going to actually cut this pattern paper, and I'm just cutting an inch off. It's going to be 11 by 11. Now I am making this a 2-page layout. As most of you know, I've skipped a whole lot of October. So in order to catch up, I'm actually going to kind of be coupling some sketches together to make 2-page layouts. So my base is going to be that brand new color Mist, and here is day 9. So this is the other one that I'm using for some more photos. And you've got those long strips of pattern paper. So this Cherish has these borders. I'm going to cut just a few of those out and try to see how these photos look against those borders. I didn't really want to bring in very busy paper, but I definitely wanted to stick with the Cherish line or maybe the mix-in collection. So before I cut this other piece, I'm going to go ahead and bring out that other pattern paper I'm going to do, and that's just not going to work for me. So I do pull out this gray piece of pattern paper from the mix-in collection, cut one of those strips, and now it is time to build the layout. Now I do have a couple of videos that I've done with the creative design team on how to use busy paper, and one of those is by separating it with another sheet of cardstock. Now while this isn't the busiest, I definitely think that that's going to be an option. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and add some sponging to all the pieces of pattern paper, and then I'll do the cardstock here in just a second. So I'm going to pull out the French vanilla that comes with the Cherish coordinating cardstock. I am going to trim that down to 11 and a quarter by 11 and a quarter. And that way it's just going to leave 1/8 of an inch all the way around that Seabrook pattern paper. So I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a frame out. Now mainly, I should have really done this with the Mist, but the reason I do this, if you're new around here, it just kind of, I guess, cuts down on the bulk, and then also allows me to use that French vanilla for either photo mats or something like that. I've got that French vanilla down, and now I'm going to adhere this Seabrook diagonal pattern piece down on top of it. And then I'm going to bring out the photos and then that other pattern paper. Now I'm going to play around with this. I kind of didn't know whether I wanted 2 photos on the left, 2 pattern pieces on the left. Of course, I do have my sketch right in front of me. The thing is that even though this is going to be a 2-page layout, I have a lot of photos from this. So even though I'm going to pack this 2-page layout, I'm probably also going to have one of our brand new designs from our memory protectors where I can have even additional photos, and those just fit in little bitty memory protectors, and those get added to my albums either in between my 2 layouts, either that or after. It's just, they're so versatile. So I am trimming off just a 1/4 of an inch from these photos so I can mat them. And then I'm looking through my other photos. You see there how many I have. And then I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do. One of those photos I actually cut to 3.5, inches instead of 3 3/4. So I was trying to find another one. Sometimes I print doubles, and so I was really hoping I had one, but I didn't. But don't worry, I'm going to fix that here in just a second. So I'm going to get these adhered down. I'm using my Versamat to line those up. The one on the left is centered, and then the two pieces on the right are basically straddling that 6-inch mark. So you can see here that I have gone ahead and I've matted those trimmed down photos to some of that French vanilla, or actually I think I used white daisy on this. This Cherish collection is just so it's really weird because it has French vanilla, but it also has white in the sticker sheet, which I don't think is a bad thing. It's just, it kind of takes me a while to get used to that because, scrapbookers are taught, you either use, a cream color or a white color. So I've pulled out the Cherish dimensional elements, and these are just so pretty. You can see here there's just tons, and then I'm just pulling out some that are going to mimic the Sketches floral pieces in the middle. And then of course there are these adorable little hearts. I've got my mom here, I've got our middle son, so definitely want the aspect of love and hearts and moments in there. So I'm just going to kind of play around with these, and then I am going to end up trimming that largest one. Again, this is an afterthought. This happens a lot on my channel. I think of things after the fact, and so then I have to find a way to make it work. And so by trimming down that largest flower, I didn't have to worry about peeling up that photo since it was already attached. And then I was able to use the other part of the flower under that photo that's kind of offset. So I have these hearts glued down, and then of course I did use liquid adhesive for those floral pieces. And then I am going to work on the sketch for day 9. Now, day 9 did have the 2 pieces, or the 2 strips of pattern paper going from top to bottom, but I am only going to use the 1. And then because I have so many photos, I'm either thinking about a grid, or here is where I'm thinking, you know what, I think I'm going to do flip-flaps, which is real fun. You guys love when I show flip-flaps. I love doing them in my albums. Just kind of adds that extra little interest. And then also, it's just such a fun aspect. So I've got these 2, and then I am going to, like I always say, what you do to one side, you kind of have to bring over to the other. Now, because I'm working with 2 totally different sketches, and I'll be doing this again tomorrow as well, so make sure that you check back tomorrow. But because I'm dealing with 2 totally different sketches, you have to find a common thing or a common element that goes on both, so it makes it look like it's a 2-page layout. So I'm definitely bringing over that pattern paper. Now, that gray pattern paper, I did not on the original layout, but I will add it here in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. And the way flip-flaps work is I adhere mine to my layout base. There are a couple of ways to do it, and it's totally your preference. I like to add it to my layout base, which means that I need to cut my memory protector. Now, I do have a video showing you how to do this. I'll leave it linked down below, so you can check it out. If you're new to flip flaps, definitely check that out, and you can see how you can do that. And then I'm going to work on the title. So I've got this moment, and then I've got this stamp from the Cherish card making. I'm just going to ink that up in mist. And it says thankful for you, because I've got my mom there, and then of course just really thankful for this moment. So I'm adding liquid adhesive to this portion of the title. I'm going to get it adhered down, and I definitely want it overlapping that base photo. And I'm going to press that down, and then I'm going to bring out the sticker sheet. Now, I love the Cherish sticker sheet. Even though I profess to be a non-floral person, this sticker sheet and this line is really growing on me. I did decide to move the Wonderful down a bit. And so I'm just peeling that up and getting that adhered down. Now, you'll have to pardon the shadows. I actually did this at a retreat this past weekend, and it had these gorgeous windows in the building we were in. But at a specific point in the day, it just was so bright. And that's why you see all of the shadows, because that Texas sun is just peering through those windows. So I'm going to get these little hearts glued down, bring in this right layout or this left layout, and there are some floral pieces that I need to bring over to this side again to make it look cohesive. And so I added that little wood grain heart to the middle of that white floral piece on the right layout, so I had to do the same on the left, of course. And then I am going to add that gray piece of pattern paper again for the same reason that I added those floral pieces to the right. So I'm just going to tape down onto my layout base and actually adhere it down to there, and then just turn my layout over and cut it off. Really, it's not that hard, again, just to have that cohesiveness. So now I've got a full pattern piece of that gray on the left and the right. And then I'm going to add another little sticker to the title, and then as well as another little one of those little white flower pieces. And then to the center of that, there are these little diamond stickers. They're round and they've got this little diamond look. You might be able to tell in the close-ups. So I'm going to add "It's a" as part of the title. So the full title will be "It's a Wonderful Moment," and get that adhered down. And then here is a look. Let's take a look at the sketch and see how I did. Again, I kept with the square photos and the pattern pieces as well as the florals and the title. And then again on that right layout, I did the one bar and then kind of brought over the title. I've got the flip flaps, and then pretty much I think I did okay by keeping those cohesive, even though those were from two different sketches. Again, I'll leave links down below to all the products that I used as well as the playlist, so you can head on over and watch the rest of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I'll have another video tomorrow, and then I'll be playing along hopefully the rest of the month, again combining two sketches so I can play some catch up. Again, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Have a wonderful week.